All rise.
Thank you, everyone. Please be seated. Madam Court Reporter, are you able to hear me? All right, we then are on the record. The court will call State of Wisconsin versus Jessy Kurczewski, 21 CF 885. May I have the appearances, please?
Abby Nikolai, J.J. Crawford, and Randy Sitzberger appear for the state. Good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
Ms. Jessy Kurczewski appears in person and in custody with Attorney Nicole Ostrowski and Attorney Jeffrey Jensen, Jr.
Good morning. And I do have victim witness on, Ms. Carrie Peterson. I also have one of the victims on by Zoom as well. So has the state complied with victim rights?
I'm just waiting for a thumbs up that the victims can hear the audio. Okay, great.
All right, we do have our thumbs up.
Yes.
All right. We're here today for status of counsel. Obviously, since the last court hearing, the Public Defender's Office appointed attorneys Jensen and Ostrowski, and then very recently I received information, I think it was in a memo from Attorney Jeremy Perry, that now there was another conflict of interest given newly received discovery. Attorney Jones would be appointed, and my apologies, I think just given my morning and the recency of maybe the filing asking for you all to withdraw, I did not quite get to that, so I do appreciate that you're here today. But it's my understanding, given the memo that was filed by Attorney Perry, that you're asking to withdraw and for Attorney Jones to be accepted as Ms. Kurczewski's attorney.
That's correct. We also had discussed that with Ms. Kurczewski beforehand, and she is on board with that, the court allowing us to withdraw and Attorney Jones to be the attorney of record going forward.
All right, and is there a plan in place to make sure that Attorney Jones gets the information he needs from prior counsel's file and anything that you may have received in the interim?
I don't believe there's a plan at this juncture. However, we have everything ready for him whenever we can coordinate that.
All right. I just want to put on the record I have received a number of inmate communication forms as well. I typically respond to them by way of having an entry put in the record. And so I don't know if that information has been forwarded on to Ms. Kurczewski or not, but as it relates to her communications with the court regarding what I would generally describe as conditions of confinement, that is not an issue this court generally would take up. There are separate procedures that has to be addressed with the jail, of course, and that is not really under my purview as the court assigned to this criminal case. So I wanted her to be aware of that, and then really anything else I think has been addressed, because I know she had raised an issue with the appointment of counsel within the SPD, but that's now been, I think, remedied, if you even want to say it that way, given the more recent appointment of Attorney Jones. And the only question I will have for you, Attorney Jones, is obviously you're willing to accept the appointment. All right, hopefully the weather cooperates a little better than today. Oh, excellent. All right, do you at this point can estimate how much time you will need in order to be prepared for sentencing? Any objection?
No. We would like to get a sentencing hearing on the calendar, obviously, and the victims would as well, but I totally understand what Attorney Jones is saying, so.
I don't know if you've had an opportunity to review all of the CCAP entries, but I did end up ordering a PSI, given the need for the change of counsel, and so at least that is underway. And I know they take 60 to 90 days, but that was done back on December 8th. All right. And then for the record, I will grant the withdrawal of Attorneys Ostrowski and Jensen. I don't know if there's an order or not.
There is. I submitted a proposed order. Your Honor, Ms. Kurczewski is asking if we can inquire about the status of any transcripts. She believes the court had ordered those to.
I made no orders regarding that.
Okay.
And no, there's nothing. That's usually an appellate issue, and there are no transcripts that have been filed. This was a lengthy trial, so that's going to take some time. She can talk with Attorney Jones on whether he feels it's necessary to have any of those or not. Certainly, he has the ability, if he wants, to watch any streaming that's available regarding the trial. All right.
If we're going to select the date, the Friday would be best, given that most of my trials start on Monday. Just an FYI.
Did we schedule a whole day or half a day for this? Can't remember.
I think it was a half day. An afternoon was the original, I believe, a 1:30 start.
Do you think a half day is still appropriate, Attorney Jones?
I do, Your Honor.
I believe the first Friday I have available would, and it might be too soon, is March 8th in the afternoon. And then the next one would be April 5th.
April 5, Judge, you said?
Yes.
April 5 would work for me. I only have one trial that Monday, and it's in front of Judge Wagner, so I can't imagine it'll go to Friday.
And I have basically the whole day of a 9 o'clock scheduled in the morning that can easily be moved if we want to have more than just the afternoon.
I have the whole day too, Judge.
Can the state do in the
That
morning?
works for counsel, I'm just waiting on victims.
I would, I'd like to schedule it at 9, and I'm gonna block off the whole day just in case it goes long, if I wanna take a little bit of time after hearing from both sides. Whatever the case may be, it'll give you all ample opportunity to make your positions known. And then we'll move that 9 o'clock.
Yes, that works.
Okay, that works for everyone. The sentencing hearing is scheduled for April 5th at 9 a.m., of course, in person. I can't tell you right now if it will be here or in the large capacity courtroom. I'm going to hopefully know that. I won't have Madam Clerk send out notices just yet till we can confirm which courtroom that will be in. All right, good luck, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, Attorney
Thank you, Your
Jones.
Honor.
Do we need to switch out, probably?